Hey guys, welcome back to another Flesh and Blood video. This video is proudly brought to you by the House of Cards, the official sponsor of my stream. Be sure to check out the link in the description below for all of your Flesh and Blood needs. Okay, so the other night I played Briar for the first time, and I really enjoyed the deck. It was a lot of fun, and I'm kind of doing with Briar what I did with Iyslander. Right after Worlds, I started playing a ton of Iyslander with the notion that I was going to know the deck one way or another, whether I ended up playing it at ProQuest season or not, it didn't matter. Briar's kind of the same boat for me right now. I'm probably not going to play Briar in Baltimore, but I do want to be familiar with the deck. It's something I've played against a lot, but I've not played with a ton. And so being familiar with the hero and especially with the new Outsiders cards is going to give me a big edge going into Baltimore, I believe, in that matchup. Briar is a matchup I have historically struggled with when I'm playing Dash or I've been playing Fi, but as Iyslander, it's pretty favored. Now, this was a game that I actually won as Briar, and I know it's not a favored matchup, so I do think it's a little interesting. I do think one of the bigger reasons for me winning here is the lists that I'm playing. I got this list from a good friend of mine named Taylor Crawford, and he's been happy. He's been nice enough to help me out with the deck and show me some pointers and things like that here and there. So having a good list and having a good strategy is always a good place to start. But yeah, this was like one of my first games of Briar, and I really enjoyed the matchup. And so anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys. I hope you enjoy the video. Taylor beat me with it. Take out a Scar for Scar to come to fights, leave out the Evergreens, and leave out the Sink Belows. Taylor's notes in this matchup were to always push damage. Even if it's pitching a red to come in with Rosetta Thorn, you always got to be pushing damage. So that is going to be my mentality here, to just try and push as much damage as I can every turn. I do have to say, though, when I'm playing Iyslander, I normally beat Briar. Normally. I feel like having AB2 is good here. Was block 4? I imagine my opponent's going to throw a 7 or an 8 here. I would be surprised if they did nothing else. I feel like if you are playing Iyslander and you're on the play against Briar, you do not want to be throwing a Scar for a Scar and then passing. It just feels very awkward. Yep, there it is. So we'll save as much damage as we can here. What the heck is this? What in the flying heck is this? This might be like one of the worst hands I've ever seen. We don't even have like Grasp to like try and activate Grasp or anything. I mean, my opponent's probably just gonna block. I'm gonna Arsenal the Channel Mount here. I mean, I'm going to play this now, like, if I had nothing else to Arsenal, I would keep that. What are these hands? Where's the blues, bro? It's not looking good. Oh, boy. Five draw card? I was like, what? I was like, what? So I can attempt to take 5 here to play Nimblism and throw Coax at Commotion. Using this to play through the Frostbite. So that would be 7. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You gotta play through the variants. Especially as a Runeblade player. I feel like Runeblades have more variants than any other hero in this game. Now throwing 8. The only thing that I can't beat here is a Channel Lake. I don't care to pitch the Sigil, honestly, to be able to put that on the bottom. It will probably get the second cycle, depending on how the Iyslander plays the game. If they flash in Channel Lake Frigid here, I'm done for. That was like the crappiest card they could have had right there. I mean, they did have a very good turn before that, so this is 7 with on hit make a Quicken token, because they will probably never use the Quicken token here. I mean, I wonder if you're supposed to gain a life in this matchup. I feel like the more games I'm playing, the more questions I'm compiling to ask Taylor about this deck and the matchups and everything else. We're definitely doing the Quicken token. I don't think I'm going to do Gain a Life here. Like, there's like some weird slim chance that the Quicken token matters, but like, if it is, they're just going to like play E-Strike and draw a card instead of saying go again or something. They have had a lot of physical attacks this turn. Yeah, we're taking that damage, which means they no longer... Okay. I still don't have an Earth card here. Huh. Let's go Nimblism and see what they do. Interesting. Let's go 7, go again. Because I can go 7, go again into another 7 here with the E-Strike. Not sure if that was my best line. Is our arsenal sink below? I am going to pay 2. And I am going to push 4 more damage here. My opponent chose Disruption. Now, I say they chose Disruption. That might have been their hand. Like, might have been the options that they had. Okay. So they take 1 Arcane. They're probably going to go to 21 here, if I had to guess. If not, they're going to throw one of their cards. It's like... and then they're going to Waning Moon us here. Wait. He didn't actually play a spell. He didn't play an action. So that's the first time my opponent's seen that interaction, which I do find interesting. I honestly kind of forgot they also hadn't played in action, so I wasn't even thinking about that. Seven. No, they went draw a card. They're looking for a better arsenal card, I guess. I'm just going to go to 22 here. Oh, the Quicken token. I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, we'll pay 1. Hopefully this isn't a channel like Frigid. I'm going to go for it. What do they pitch? They pitch Brothers in Arms. Channel like Frigid just kind of makes me cry here because it stops our turn completely. But I also don't know what they have. And there's not really a way to play around it from here. So I am not going to prevent any of the damage. The Frostbite doesn't matter. Trying to decide. We can go again. Would be 6 go again because Channel Knot counts as an aura, and then I could pop Iron Weave to do 2 and 2. I mean, it's not for nothing. Or it's come in for 7. Pick, draw a card, snaps. I think I like this line better. We're not getting any value out of the extra resource that we have off of Ether Iron Weave, and I do hate that I have given up the point of blocking here. Coax Snap, okay, I saw that right after I did that, so that one's on me. Why do you like Coax Snap better there? Just out of curiosity. So we pop the Iron Weave. We come in with the Rosetta Thorn. So our opponent goes to 10. We go to 16. Oh, no. Interesting. So, yeah, we're going to go to 16. They're going to stay at 13. And they're going to Coronet Peek us on our turn. No, they're going to throw Scar for a Scar. Interesting. I honestly think I'm supposed to go to 12 here because it turns my Scar for a Scar on. And then I have Coax Snap here. I mean, they could, yeah, they could have activated Coronet Peak there. I didn't think they were going to, but we'll start off with 7 go again. Seems pretty solid. I think I just said we're going to start out with Scar for 7, but I might have said Coax for 7. I don't really know. Like, there were multiple things going through my head there at one time. So we're going to start with Scar for 7 just to clarify in case I said something that was completely different than the line that I took. That's a good sign. Oh, nice. Best part, you're not even going to get me with it. Frostbite doesn't stop me. Like, this is really good because my opponent's going to take 3, go to 10, and then I'm going to get to throw Coax Snap here. And I just don't think they can block it. 1, 2, 3. If one of these is a sink below, they can. Yeah, if one of these is a sink below, they can. Because I'm gonna snap here. Like, if they have the sink below, they have it. I am honestly not sure what's correct here. I don't want to give them a card, but because if I draw a card and it's a non-attack action, I'm not guaranteed to be able to do anything. So I think I'm just going to take the Quicken token here. I could go Quill Hand to put them to 1 and then have AB 1. So had I played the Earthlore Surge, the Blizzard would have been an absolute blowout. I mean, I guess the Quicken token's just gonna be gone by by my Thorn. I wasn't really thinking about that. A little bit of a misstep there because all I did was give my opponent a Quicken token. And we'll go Surge and then Burden. All right, let's start here. See what our opponent does. Because now I can go Nimblism, Lightning Surge with Go again. I don't even think the Channel Lake matters here. I pay 1 for Channel, 1 for Frostbite, have 1 left, and then come in with Lightning Surge. Yeah, see, this is awesome. I'm getting to attack for 10 and 1 Arcane. Now, they're going to stop the Arcane because of the 1 they have floating, but they're more than likely, and when I say more than likely, I mean they're definitely going to have to throw all 3 of their cards here. They would have to have 2 4 blocks in their hand. Oh, they're going to go for the kill? Oh, you got me. You got me, my dude. Yep. I don't have anything to prevent it, so I'll take it. I do have a lightning token, though, so that's cool. And they have no way to keep their Channel Lake. Let's go. This hand sucks. I mean, not really. This hand's not bad, but I'm not a big fan of this hand. Get that channel out of here, boy. We do get to go Snatch with Go again here off of the embodiment, which is pretty cool. We could lead there, or we could lead on draw card with Go again. I think leading on, I don't know, 5 is just more. Huh, I don't know. That's weird. Let's lead here. I don't know. I'll have to consult the council. The council is Taylor later and ask him what he thinks would have been better there. I was like, now they kind of have to decide what they're gonna do kind of soon here. Also, they can only kill me with what's in their arsenal. The Stormstriders kind of takes away some of their leverage to kill me at instant speed. Like, don't get me wrong. They still have plenty of cards that can kill me with at instant speed, but so they have a sink below? Yeah, I was like, they gotta have a sink below here. And then let's just go buff power. So if they had enough damage to kill me, no matter how many cards I had in my hand was irrelevant. The only way that it mattered is if they had exactly 9 points and I had no cards in my hand, or maybe they have 10 points and I only have a red in my hand. But I don't think they can like go off and like try to kill me here in response to this, because if this is a blue and they have exactly 10 points, then I go to 1 and they die to the E-Strike. So we're kind of like putting the question on our opponent. One thing I really think that's interesting about Briar is kind of like how its strategy has changed ever since Icelander's like been like introduced to the format. Am I lagging here, or is my opponent counting? It appears my opponent is counting. So they're just going to take the turn off and go to 4 here. Okay. I mean, it's a pretty good card to Arsenal. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, a couple of pretty good things in there. There's also still just like 2 channel mounts left in the deck somewhere. I don't remember pitching one earlier, but I might have. My memory of pitch stacking when I'm playing online isn't what I would call the best. So yeah, I'll block 1. We'll put this on the bottom and we'll pick go again. So this is going to be for 8 and an arcane with go again. Yeah, I'll block the 1. That's fine. Like, you have no way to kill me. You have no way to play at instant speed here. Your arsenal's gone, and you had to use Storm Striders to stay alive. Now, I don't think that my opponent's use of Storm Striders was wrong, and by any means, because I mean they basically had to do that to not die. But it's just unfortunate for them the way that it all panned out and the way I was able to continue to put on pressure after that. So they're going to go to 1 here, and then I'm going to come in for 4, and they can't play a defense reaction. I was like, so, I mean, with them having no cards and no resources, even if that's a Brothers in Arms, it doesn't matter. Okay, so after watching the match, if you've played quite a bit of Iyslander, you probably realize that my opponent hasn't played a ton of it, and that they didn't understand, I don't know, like, just kind of feels like they didn't really understand their role in the matchup, or that they played it a little awkwardly at times. Now, sometimes that's just a part of you playing the cards that are given to you, but it feels like my opponent had not played a lot of Iyslander. Another big part of this matchup is that the fact that they, like, I don't think they ever saw Channel Lake Frigid, or if they did, they saw it 1 turn, and they weren't even able to keep it. So that plays a big role in it. Channel Lake Frigid is really, like, your best, like, card in this matchup. Hypothermia was a pretty good card in this matchup because Briar doesn't have a ton of natural go again, but it was like Hypothermia was a powerhouse of a card, and so it being gone, we're kind of relying on Channel Lake Frigid and Insidious Chill paired with Ether Ice Veins to be able to, you know, really do the work for us. So I really enjoyed the matchup. Sigil of Solace seems really good. I really like that card, and I know I ended up like pitching it, I think, once, but the idea behind, you know, Taylor's list is that you're always putting on pressure, no matter what you want to, like, no matter what your hand looks like, you're always trying to put on pressure and do anything you can. I think doing that, you know, being paired with, you know, having like 18 blues, you know, there's more than likely a resource left over to try and prevent some arcane damage. And, you know, the embodiment of I call it embodiment of blocking. I can't remember what it's called right now. Embodiment of Earth. It helps you block really well, and so it kind of takes away one of Icelander's avenues of trying to like beat you down that way. A lot of decks can't block and attack very well, but Briar is very good at both. So Anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys. I appreciate you watching the video. If you got any questions or comments, you know, hit me up below. I always want to hear your feedback. And as always, be sure to check out the House of Cards. Link in the description below. See you next time, guys.